Hello and welcome to this episode of A Life in No Man's Sky. We start off by going and talking to this fellow, who seems like a really nice chill guy. He also looks like an Egyptian shark, and probably worships catfish, because Egyptians worship cats, so I'm guessing that Egyptian shark people worship catfish. Anyways, I proceed to buy some wares from him, or a ware, which is the optical drill, because someone's getting drilled tonight. Anyways, I then proceed down the corridors and go to talk to this guy, but then jinx him and talk to this guy, which turns out to be a religious nut and tells me that I should drink the Kool-Aid. I tell him to go himself. I then stand on top of the Nexus Cube so that he can look at my naughty bits and look for the mission, which is a bounty hunter mission, but unfortunately there was not one available right away, but through a little bit of time, one did appear. The Might of Friendship. A very odd name for a mission, considering that I'm about to completely destroy several spaceships with living tissue inside them. I don't think they're going to be my friends. Anyways, so I proceed to my ship, which honestly looks like a Batwing, which is kind of cool. All is good in the neighborhood. Until my game fucking crashes. Because of course it did. I then proceed to throw my mouse down the stairs, as well as receiving an error message that basically says if you contact Hello Games, you will be consumed by the darkness with it. I don't know if whatever. Anyways, so luckily I was able to select the same mission again, and the only thing that was lost was time and my dignity. I then leave the whatever place is called Anomaly, there we go, and head to my location where I have this epic battle of destroying spaceships. I'm guessing that the 3-star is the maximum that you can difficulty. Oh, I'm not too sure. But they are pretty easy, especially when I've got this wonderful weapon that allows me to destroy the ships and also steal their health, which is awesome. Or steal their health and replenish mine. Also, another thing that I kind of noticed is, why is it that they have a shield and health and I don't? Or maybe I do, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I then fly through the debris field because my ship mechanic loves to clean out the living tissue from my thrusters. The pay is good at $1 an hour, and he is definitely able to support his family. Wait, did I say it loud? Shit. Anyways, so we keep on fighting and slowly but surely dwindling them down to their last bits of ship. Literally, because there's probably pieces of ship flying around the atmosphere that I completely destroyed. However, these pirates, or whatever they call them in this game, will be happy to know that 15 minutes can save you you're on your car insurance, plus it can save you your marriage because it's better than 2 minutes and therefore doesn't end in a broken marriage and a woman crying and telling you that you fail as a man. Also, if you third person view people are out there, I do have some gameplay of this in that view so that you can see my awesome ship that looks like it's coated with something that they would use on MacBooks. Nice little jump cut, and I am now in the wonderful third-person view. I'll be honest, the sort of things on the wings, I don't know what you call them, but I kind of have a love-hate relationship with them. One, I think they kind of look okay, but also it would be kind of cool if you could get a ship without them. I think in the game they call them sails or something, I don't know. Believe at this point I'm about halfway into the battle and struggle to find a lock on because for some reason at this point it was being a bit finicky, which was kind of annoying. Also, there's a giant capital, or I don't know what the heck that thing was. Some random ship just sitting there. That wasn't a I'm pretty sure that wasn't a freighter because, well, it's a pretty damn small freighter if you ask me. I think it was actually the frigate of the freighter. That's why it's so small. Anyways, that's what she said. So yeah, I proceed to destroy these pirates. What are they called? Yeah, they're called pirates. Of course they are. But I'm only one with sails, bitches. The game does its lovely reminders that I cannot use my pulse drive or whatever that was because you apparently can't just go like a bat out of hell and escape, which is kind of weird. I mean, realistically it should just say like, hey, if you don't want to fight these guys, just leave. But no, it's like, yeah, no, you can't do that, sorry. Also, it'd be nice if there was manual landing in this game. I mean, sure, there'd be a lot of ships, like, destroyed and stuff, because it'd be really, I don't know. Also, I'm wondering if you can actually land on an asteroid. I should try that. I mean, I have tried it, but one thing I didn't do is try to push the landing sequence button. Anyways, so here I am, back at the anomaly. Got my fucking seatbelt off. God damn it, come on. Oh, gotta get this thing fixed. Oh, there we go. Anyways. So, I go to the Nexus, which looks exactly like the Nexus little brother from, what's that game that nobody plays anymore? I can't remember. Destiny, yes, that's it, Destiny. It's like the little brother of that Nexus. Anyways, so I collect my reward, and the Nexus tells me that I've got a wonderful face and a very creepy manner, and I tell him that he should see somebody. Anyways, so I jump back into my Batwing and fly off to my home planet so that I can show you my wonderful gold farm. And as well as my level of immaturity, because I named it the Crap Factory. During my travels, you'll experience me smashing into asteroids to claim my insurance, as well as being interrupted by 3 ships. 2 were trying to sell me something, which I eventually bought, and the other one was just saying, hey, look at my junk. I then shot him a bunch of times to tell him that I was quite annoyed by his rudeness. Here is ship number 1, who is like, yo, I need you to take this crap off me, or whatever, I don't know, and he's selling it for 850 units. I have no idea what he's trying to sell me. I decline, and he goes on his merry way. And it always seems to happen when I engage the boost, or whatever it's called in the game. I am not reading from a script, shut up. Anyways, so I am slowly killing the time, and then another person or ship or whatever rudely interrupts me and tells me that I should buy this dumb item again. I decide to buy the item because if it makes him leave me alone, then it's worth it, I guess. Bargain of Relic. Yeah, I don't even know what he sold me. Fun fact, I later on think that it wasn't even worth the 850,000 units, because I did not find any item that was worth more, and then this jerk-off decides to say, hey, look it, I want to sell you something. He's got the same ship as I do, so respect. However, he's still a dickhead, because all he has is a bunch of junk, which is completely useless, because I'm rich, bitch. Anyways, I do have a look at his wares, as well as see anything that I can sell, which I find this item, and I honestly thought this was actually from the ship. However, that means I lost. I did not make any money because it's pretty much the same price to sell as I bought it. I find a preserved shrimp spine, which I think this is actually the item that the person gave me. And as you can see, I really lost money there. spent 850,000 units, and I only got, what, half of that? Maybe a little bit more than half? It's a waste of money. Waste of time, waste of money, whatever. Anyways, so I decide to wrap it up with this guy, who is apparently standing in his ship, kinda unsafe. I then fire some rounds up his bum to tell him that if he bothers me again, he will be destroyed. With an evil laugh to go with it. Anyways, so I proceed to shoot some asteroids as well as crash into a few, because again, I need that insurance claim. Thankfully, I do not get interrupted anymore, so I am able to get to the home planet and be able to harvest my earnings from my crap factory, aka gold farm, as well as some plants that I also planted. Also, I just want to apologize to the people who probably vomited all over themselves in that third-person view segment. I do apologize. I know how it feels getting chunky vomit off of your keyboard. I arrive at my base, land in the helipad, or landing pad, or whatever the heck it's called. Anyways, and leave my ship. Thankfully, my seatbelt actually works this time, and I am able to access my wares. I also notice that there are a bunch of wires all over the place, even though I have the gadget to supposedly hide these wires, and this happens twice. One on camera and one off camera, and I don't know if this is just a bug or what, but it's kind of annoying. Also, I didn't realize that I could actually rotate items on all axes, so that's why I didn't seem to figure out how to actually get this on to be flat instead of an angle like it is, but hey, you live, you learn. I then walk up the stairs, fall down, and break my ankles. I then select my two plants, whatever. Sorry about that. I then decide to take my anchor out on this box thingy because, reasons. And also, I didn't think that this gameplay was that action-packed, and there's nothing more action-packed than shooting some random object. I decide to see if I have any wares that I can sell to make a little bit more money because I am poor with only 14 million units, I'm guessing that is. I then go and again check on my machinery to make sure that they are doing their job, and also checking to see if I need to refill the biofuel reactors. After that, I then go to the safes or storage boxes. I like to keep all my items organized, so organic items go in one, and machinery items go in other, and then upgrades and whatnot go in the other. Though I do kind of wish you could actually stack them, the safes or storage crates, so that instead of getting only 50 storage slots, you could actually get 100. Do you remember this game first came out and it only had like... anyways, so I proceed to talk to this guy, and he then turns and tells me how I should buy this awesome wares. I honestly want to ask him if his second job is traveling the galaxy and talking to young folk about inbreeding, because holy fuck, this guy's ugly. I'll be honest with you, it looks like a saber-toothed tiger boned a great white shark. Or a great white shark and a saber-toothed tiger, as well as a beaver, all had a threesome, and this was the end result. My game did a little freeze up there and kind of got me a little bit worried, because I really didn't want to restart this video again. So I buy the item, I tell him that he's ugly and that he won't amount to nothing. And how can you be mad at those? Okay, you know, I'm sorry, that guy's ridiculous. I then talk to this guy. Well, not really, I just kind of look at him as I make my way to this fellow, and we decide to have a staring contest. He loses immediately. Unfortunately, there's nothing interesting going on, and I decide to wrap up the video because he's just being a complete bore. He then rudely turns away and then holds a ship in his hand. I know that's... Anyways, he decides to wave at me or salute me. I then proceed to salute him in his language, but unfortunately I get it wrong and I actually flip him off. Embarrassing, I end